Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the second episode of the Kerbal Space Program. Today we're going to try and get all of our brave Kerbonauts back to Kerbin after a little bit of a mishap on the surface of the moon. Okay, so let's get Jeb back into his capsule and we'll see what we can do to try and get them off the surface and back on their way home. So my main idea is to take in the landing legs and rotate around so that we're facing up the hill, and then we might be able to rocket sled our way up. Should I accelerate time just to make it slightly easier to rotate around? Yeah, there we go. Oh no, now we're just rolling. Okay. This might go wrong, so I'm going to create a quick save here. But let's go back to normal time. Turn on the RCS. Okay. So throttle up. Well, that could have gone slightly better, if I do say so myself. Oh, we just phased through a rock. So, I will go and build a rescue craft, and I will be right with you, so we can get these Kerbals on the way home. Okay, so here we are back on the launch pad with the Moon Rescuer. Now, you might notice that this ship has a couple of differences. Notably, this one has a heat shield. I actually forgot to put a heat shield on the last craft. I know it can get through the atmosphere, it just gets a little bit sketchy. So I thought I'd probably put one on this time, just to make it a little bit easier. I've also given it a little bit more fuel, arranged in these 4 drop tanks. So these feed into this main tank. When they're done, they drop off, just giving me a little bit of extra wiggle room when it comes to picking up the Kerbonauts. I've also got a probe core, which will be where I'm controlling from, so they can all get into this little capsule here. Not little, fairly big. Okay, so we're going to follow the same sort of profile as last time. Throttle down a little bit and start tilting over just to get our gravity turn just started as we come off the launch pad. Faster now. So let's see if we can get to 45 degrees before we get to 10,000 meters. See how that affects the launch profile, because I haven't really checked out all of the different ways that you can launch a spacecraft. It's going to slow down a little bit because we've got all the mark effects. So there's about good. Yeah, so I know that there's a lot of different ways that you can launch a spacecraft. You can either launch it straight up and then point at the 90 and then burn from there when you reach your apoapsis. That's how I used to get into orbit. There was the old method where you basically go up until 10 kilometers and go to 45 after that. And yeah, sort of after the new atmosphere was implemented, I never really sort of tried out all of the different methods that I know are available, so see how this one works out. Where's the apoapsis at? Okay, 41. We can probably throttle all the way up now. So we're gaining speed, nearly at 1,000 meters per second. Might be heating up a little bit too much. And I'm going to go back to the prograde vector. Okay. Oh, so we've swapped into orbital mode, and now this should slowly go away from us as we come round. Oh, I left a little rover on the runway, as I was just checking out some of the stock crafts. I might show that after I finish this mission. I actually forgot to put crew on it, so I don't actually know how fast it goes or if it's any good at all. So that'll be a fun thing to show off in a later portion. So we're coming up to 67,000. We're just coming up to the border between sky and ground, really. About 80, 83, 84. So let's just go prograde and time warp up to the apoapsis. Oh, I also put some more batteries on this craft, as the probe core actually needs a lot of battery power in order to operate. As you can see, it's just dropping so fast, even though the solar panels are in direct sunlight. They're not getting that much energy flow, but it's important that we have the batteries there. And I'm also going to stop the electric charge flowing from the main capsule, so we've got a bit of charge left over, and we've just hit the apoapsis. So let's just keep going. Let's go up a little bit, just to keep our vertical velocity around. Okay, they flipped. Okay. So let's set the moon as a target. We're slightly out of the plane, so I'll do a trimming maneuver as we go. That's probably about good. Oh, let's go around a little bit. And let's do one that will hit it, so that we might be able to dispose of a booster quite cleanly and just on the surface of the moon. The moon probably won't mind. It has stuff impacting on it all the time. So that electric charge is really going down quite a lot. It's also quite good that the rockets that I'm using generate electric charge too. So now I'm going to go around until we get to the maneuver node. So 2 minutes, 1 minute. I'm going to stop there and go into faster time acceleration. I'm going to start burning at around 20 seconds. It's supposedly a 40-second burn. So there we are. Okay, so we're now burning towards the moon in the way that you saw in the last episode. I think about where the ascending node is, I'll do another maneuver that will let me fine-tune the approach in, and yeah, we should oh, that main booster is now out. Yeah, so I should be able to match inclination with where the other Kerbonauts are to make landing a lot easier. So we've got about 150 meters per second left on this burn. We can see the moon coming over the horizon there, so very nice. Just coming up. I don't actually know how these drop tanks are going to affect my craft. I don't have the Kerbal Engineer installed or anything like that, so for all I know I could have made it worse. But we'll see. That's part of the joys of the game, really. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Let's go in 2.1. .2 off, that seems about right. 51 kilometers away. Okay, so do a quick save there, and let's head towards this speeding space rock. Actually, while I'm here, I will focus the view on the moon. So this is where I will be. And what I need to be doing is, if I put my maneuver, please game, and I want to make sure I come directly over the target. So if I add another maneuver where I just go retrograde and stuff like that, if I now change this maneuver, I will be able to see. Yeah, so having this maneuver brings me over the target this way. Down here I'll put myself into an orbit, but that means I don't have to do a really massive plane change maneuver around the moon. So this maneuver here will only take 9 meters per second, which is vastly more efficient than going around the moon and changing your inclination that way. So this is about 2 hours away. Let's just focus the view on this and speed up. Actually, instead of just speeding up willy-nilly, we can, I think, can you warp to a specific, yeah, you can warp to specific regions in your orbit. Okay, so the time warp is complete. Let's just get in a little bit closer. 3 minutes. Okay, so 30 seconds away. It's going to take about a second. Let's do a quick save just in case everything goes wrong. Okay, so 10 seconds away. We've got SAS on. We're facing the right way. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, and cut. Okay, so 0.1 meters per second, so we did 8.9, and I think that will be completely fine. So just now going to warp to the sphere of influence change, and we shall see if the orbit that was projected is actually the orbit that I'm now on. Oh yes, I forgot about the rotation of the moon in my trimming maneuver there. Okay, so I'll probably have to do an inclination change while I'm descending. Yeah, 20,000 it will be fine. So now we go onto the node there. Go to the node there. Turn off SAS, as that will reduce the amount of electrical charge that we're using. We're actually using none right now because we're not changing. Oh no, I've walked past it. Quick. Retrograde rather than the node. That happens. Oh, actually, this way as well. Right. So also, I'm going to keep this apoapsis fairly high, and that is because when you change your orbital inclination, it is more efficient the further away you are from the main body. So doing it here against doing it here at 54,000 meters will be a lot more efficient. So I'll be able to yes, I'll be able to do it with a lot less fuel. And I'll also do my main the orbit burn as well while I'm out there. So let's go up to that. Let's quick save while we're here, just in case everything, or I miss the maneuver again. That's just one of the things that happens, really. So we're about 10 minutes away. Zoom in a little bit. Okay. Go to the node. And we're now just burning. You can see the orbit is changing. Periapsis should go inside the planet as well. Okay, so we're now descending towards the surface of the moon. We're also descending onto the night side, but while I'm here, I'm also going to set the moon craft as the target, so I can see where I am in relation to it. And let's tell it to be retrograde, and let's get going down. Another quick save here. So I'm going to try and follow the same sort of method for landing as last time. So sort of get rid of all of the horizontal velocity as quick as I can. And then just, that will leave me with just the vertical velocity to deal with. With a bit of luck, I will stay completely vertical and not land on my side, and I'll have to send a rescue mission for the rescue mission, which would be really, really embarrassing. I'm just going to go over a little bit more, and yeah, let's... So whereabouts is that craft? If I burn this way, yeah, that's bringing my orbit closer to the moon spacecraft rather than the other flag, because the other spacecraft actually landed about 1 kilometer away from where the flag was placed. That should be about right. Okay, so let's go in a little bit further. A little bit further. And now we can just go retrograde. Okay. So I'm just going to go a little bit towards the 270 just to really get all of that lateral motion out. I actually disabled the fuel flow from this middle tank just to make sure that I'm draining from these tanks. I can also see how much of this fuel I've got left, so I know when exactly to drop them to get the most out of my reserves. So I'm just gonna try and go slightly towards. Okay, so these ones are now out, so I can get rid of them, cut the fuel, and turn these ones back on. And I'm gonna continue burning towards where the other landing site is, just so I don't have to walk 3 Kerbals all the way to the rescue craft. But that's not a big deal. If it happens, it happens. Okay, and actually I need to be really, really conscious of my electric charge, because as you can see the sun is setting, and the only way I'm able to get power is by using the solar panels, and if the sun's not out, I can't get power, which is always helpful. Oh, there's lots of explosions below me, so at least I know I'm approximately 1,000 meters above the surface, which is good to know. And I want to come into surface mode. So I'm coming down pretty vertical. I've turned on my RCS this time, so that if I start to tip over, it will hopefully try and correct me. So we're about 3 kilometers away. That's not a big deal. I'm gonna throttle down a little bit to get down to about 4 meters per second. Ooh, we're coming away from the vertical a little bit. Okay, so we're coming down nice and slow, nice and slow. Okay, about 3 meters per second is very nice. Okay, we can see the surface coming in. And that's a touchdown. And that landing, I'm going to say, was a lot better than the one I did last time. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get these Kerbals all to this spacecraft, and then we'll set off home. So, nope, we don't want to pause the game. Actually, quick save, quick. And let's switch to this one. I mean, can we rotate this craft at all to get any closer? Would that be a thing that's possible? That would be a very Kerbal thing to do. I don't think so. I don't know, seems to be working. Oh, no, that just exploded. Let's, well, we could try monopropellant as well. No, it's not powerful enough. Okay, it looks like we'll just have to EVA the Kerbals and fly them over. So, let's stick his lights on. There we go. So go up. Set this one as our target. And let's speed up time just to make it go a little bit faster. So we're coming down about 1 kilometer away. Start slowing down. Come on, Jeb, you can do it. And slow down the final distance. Oh, and he falls over. Okay. Awesome. Climb. Oh, grab. Don't fall off. No, what do you do? Stop somersaulting, Jeb. Oh, lands on his feet though, but didn't stick the landing. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, so RCS. And fly up. Go and grab. And board. Okay, so I'm going to cut to when I've got all 3 Kerbonauts into this capsule, just so you don't have to see me do it another 2 times. Yeah, so I'll see you when that's done. Okay, and we are back. We have Jebediah Kerman, Bill Kerman, and Bob Kerman now in the capsule. So, now all that's left is to take these guys home. So, it's going to be a pretty standard return. We're just going to go into orbit and go retrograde against where the moon is traveling, so basically go retrograde, really. Okay, so let's throttle up, take in our gear. And let's tip over almost instantly, because the moon doesn't have an atmosphere. So that means that we can tip over when on curbing we'd get a lot of drag. We can also full throttle almost instantly as well. So actually it's just full throttle as well. Yeah, so I think that landing was a lot more successful than the first landing, namely because we landed on our feet rather than on our faces. Oh, and I have already gone retrograde in against the moon's orbit, but I'm actually going to have to go slightly the other way because I'm actually intersecting the planet, which is not what I want. I want to have a periapsis of about 35,000 meters. Oh, no. Okay, apparently prograde should be the way to go. Okay, so 35,000 meters. I don't know. I would have thought the retrograde would be the one to go for there, but okay, let's go out into Kerbal sphere of influence. Let's go. Okay, so we're just above Kerbal now. Just entering the atmosphere. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to decouple this and go retrograde. Come on, don't break, don't break, don't break. Electric charge. Okay. So we're now entering the atmosphere. We got these lovely flames. Stuff's exploding all around us. What a beautiful sight that is, actually. That's going to be the thumbnail. That is so brilliant. And also, with the new update, it means that we can see inside the capsule without actually going in there. So, yeah, we can see these Kerbonauts just chilling in the fire. Let's see how the heat shield's doing. Yes, it's getting on fairly well. Okay. Yep, so the only resources we've actually got left are just the ablator on the heat shield. And hopefully we shouldn't run out of that before we stop being in a gigantic fireball. Because if we run out of the ablator, we are most likely going to die. And in my space program, I don't really tend to like these Kerbals dying. I mean, I might crash them into the planet and leave them for rescue missions, but killing them it's not really what I want to be doing. Reputation, like, is a thing. Come on, we got a reputation to uphold. So we're about 35,000 meters. Actually, we've passed the periapsis, so we might have to come around for another pass. Let's just speed up. It's a very likely possibility that we may need to come around for another pass. Yeah, I think that is most likely what will happen. So we've come back up to 48,000 meters, rising. Yeah. So we'll just pop back into orbit, and then I'll time warp back around to the other side. Come on, 65, 66, 67. 69. Yeah, there we go. And speed up. And it will automatically take us back to standard time when we hit the atmosphere. And actually, we might be able to see the KSC just below us. Sort of over there somewhere. Yeah, there it is. Come on, you can go retrograde. I believe in you. Oh yeah, we've run out of electric charge, so we don't actually have SAS at all. Okay, so slowing down. We are. Yeah, we're now on a suborbital trajectory. So we're definitely gonna come to the planet. Will we hit the ocean or will we hit the land? It's most likely going to be the ocean now. Well, at least it won't be too far for the engineering Kerbals to take the capsule back. We're running a little bit low on the old ablator, but we're now out of the fire, so should be completely good. So now the only thing left is to hope the parachutes deploy. Come on, parachutes. So they should open fully about 1,000. Oh, that's a high amount of G's there. Okay, so we're about 10 meters per second, so that should be fine to impact the ocean. Yeah, so all in all, I feel that this has been a successful mission. I'm not sure whether I want to continue in sandbox or I want to go on to a science or career based one to give me more. Whoa, that was a fairly hard landing actually. Yeah, more sort of structured goals. I don't know if you have any opinions on that. Just leave a comment. Yeah, so this was a very successful mission, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching.